Welcome back to us to the skills program, Conduct Outcomes-Based Assessment. Let us now begin with Module 1. In Module 1, we're going to be dealing with specific outcome number 1. All right. Let us talk about what is a specific outcome. Basically, it is what you must know when we're done at the end of this program. 1, you must be able to demonstrate an understanding of what outcomes-based education is. So what you need to be able to do is to articulate, express, state what outcomes-based education is, explain it, and differentiate. And secondly, you need to be able to compare. In comparing, you need to be able to compare outcomes-based assessment with another form of assessment. Typically, you'll compare it with content-based assessment, or we could also use alternative assessment. So you need to be able to compare two types of assessment, one primarily being outcome-based assessment. In your comparison, you need to be able to differentiate. So as you're comparing OBE to content-based assessment for argument's sake, you need to be able to highlight what are the key philosophical differences. What are the approaches, what type of approaches do they take to assessment? Lastly, you need to be able to state precisely what the advantages of outcome-based assessment is and what the advantages of content-based assessment is. And lastly, you need to be able to state their disadvantages as well. Okay. So I'm going to begin now by the first outcome, which is demonstrating understanding of outcomes-based assessment. When you are done with this with this unit that I'm engaging with you, you should be able to do this first part, which is you should be able to say, what is outcomes-based education? That is precisely what we're going to cover today, which is the first component, you being able to articulate and express what outcome-based education is. Okay. So what is outcome-based education? So for me to reach the goal of you understanding what outcome-based education is, I'm going to dissect the concept. I'm going to look at what do we mean when we speak of an outcome. And I want you to take this time right now to write it down. What is your definition of an outcome? When you hear the word in a context of the workplace and somebody says to you, you met the outcomes. What is it precisely they mean? When we call something a base, what do you refer to as a base? Okay? And then what is your understanding? I'm sure you've been through a lot of learning in your life. So what is your understanding of an assessment? Okay, so pause the video, take time and look at what you think an outcome is in and what you think a base is, as well as what you think an assessment is. Then once we're done furthering this discussion, you are then going to refer to your notes and try and see what was the difference between what you know and what you've currently learned. So take a moment and please write those down.